As part of a fawning interview on MSNBC's Morning Joe this week to celebrate Biden's first 6 months, his communications director, Kate Bedingfield, said this.
The vaccine will save your life. You should get it. You should encourage your friends and family to get it. It's safe. You know, one of the pieces of misinformation that's out there is this idea that the vaccine was rushed through.
I wonder where people could have gotten that idea. Oh, look, here's the New York Times in September last year, quote, Biden seizing on worries of a rushed vaccine, warns Trump can't be trusted.
Scientific breakthroughs don't care about calendars any more than the virus does.
The president announced tomorrow we have a vaccine. Would you take it? Only if it was completely transparent and other experts in the country could look at it. Only if we knew all of what went into it.
Let's just say there's a vaccine that is approved and even distributed before the election. Would you get it?
Well, I think that's going to be an issue for all of us. I will say that I would not trust Donald Trump.
It was Trump's vaccine delivered in record time, and Biden and Harris couldn't stand it. So they raised doubts about the vaccine. Now they're up in arms about Americans who do exactly what they did when it suited them politically. What cynical, reckless wretches they are. Tammy Bruce is back with us. Tammy, this is so outrageous. And just tonight, listen to this from CNN.
This isn't just a conservative thing that we see across the board. It's really unique to the United States, where the conservatives are so much less vaccinated than the liberals are.
And led by someone by the name of Donald Trump.
That is a CNN host totally literally yesterday, okay? Donald Trump, what did he say? I recommend you take the vaccine. He's proud of the vaccine, and rightly so. And then who was it that first raised doubts about the vaccine? Biden and Harris. I don't know. I mean...
Well, you know, they lie. This is what they do. And just kind of juxtapose their willingness to cast doubt on a vaccine that we saw was killing millions of people around the globe. They were willing to cast doubt on something that would save lives when it was politically convenient to do so.
Yes.
That, of course, is not a one-off. That is how they operate. Imagine that same mentality, we don't have to, being applied to all of American policy, and you can see the result. We discussed this earlier about reversing policies of Donald Trump simply because he's not them. This is why we have the problems we have. It is a collection of people. It's really cultic thinking. It is certainly groupthink, where you shut out everything else around you that does not reinforce your core belief, and then condemn it, and then try to protect yourselves from any other information that might contradict. But this is what is so shocking, that even when it comes to life and death, they are willing to take any position. This is sophistry. Any position that will help what they think is their interests, regardless of the impact on other people. It's also, and this is a serious word, but it seems to apply considering the millions that are dead because of COVID, it is sociopathic. When you completely disregard the impact of your actions on other people, that is our problem.
Exactly right. I think that is the right word. And it's also another example of them, as they always do, doing exactly what they accuse others of.
Yes. Yes. I mean, that we've heard about projection a lot, but really people's lives are at stake. This is a very complicated conversation. People look at the vaccine for different reasons, but many people look to Kamala Harris and others for leadership. But it's also confusing when you've got those people saying something to you one day and then a completely different thing to you the next day. What we can do as people, speaking to great numbers of people, as journalists and as commentators and critics, is to make sure we highlight the nature of what this trajectory rhetorically has been, so that the American people can make smart decisions.
And to hold them accountable when they lie and when they engage in this kind of hypocrisy, and all the while when they're the ones that say, oh, we're defending democracy. Too much. Tammy, great to see you. Thanks for all of you for joining us, and see you next Sunday when the next revolution will be televised.